All right, welcome to the NBA Daily Morning Shoot Around. We are live on YouTube. We got dogs in the house. Not my dog.
We do. I'm not going to call her over. She left, but yeah.
That's why you have to have a small dog, because small dogs, they just have to go wherever you tell them to.
Mm-hmm. I'm Dave DuFour. That's Zena, Keita, Baraheni. You just heard. No Andrew Schlecht today.
Yep.
Christmas Eve. How's it going, guys?
It's going well.
Having a jolly holly Christmas, you know?
Yeah. You guys got family in town? How are you guys doing the holidays?
I am the family finally in town. Mm-hmm. I am staying in the Bay, and I'm so excited to be at home.
Yeah. Most of my family is always in town for Christmas, so we end up doing the holidays and whatnot with the parents. It's good that our both me and my wife's parents live next to each other. Not like neighbors, but they're very close.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say that's
so we can kind of like two birds, one stone it, you know.
Right.
But yeah, it's good. Good fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk my dog in the rain, I'm assuming, on Christmas. Look, this whole "it never rains in Southern California" thing, it gets me every winter. Mm-hmm. And we've got just 4 days of rain coming, like historic rain. So I'm excited to hunker down for that. Speaking of hunkering down, Christmas Day, bunch of games. We got 5 games tomorrow morning, Christmas morning. We've got our Christmas Day preview. It's me and Andrew and S. We go through the games. We got a nice gift box from the NBA that was highlighting various games. So we went through the box and talked about the games quite a bit. Had a fun time. Zena, any thoughts on the Christmas Day games before we get to the mailbag?
I'm excited for, the Warriors to get a nice little reunion. I think it's a perfect timing after everything that's been going on with the Warriors this week. They need a little family reunion, and Clay is the perfect energy to inject into that. But no, honestly, after seeing what Cooper Flag has been doing, I am just excited for him to get the big stage.
Oh yeah.
And to be honest, I think it's a little overkill on NBA on Christmas Day. It's a very long day, but the main reason is because we just saw the Spurs go up against the Thunder, and it feels like this was too close for comfort. However, yeah, that's my main takeaway for Christmas Day. I'm excited.
Well, I'm glad you brought up that game. Zena, look, S and I, we got a chance to talk about that game on the show that came out this morning. Any thoughts on Thunder Spurs 2? I mean, this is a rivalry. We're going to pump this up. We got Victor saying he doesn't pay attention to Chet. Basically, he's not.
Wait, you got to read that quote. Can you read that quote, please?
This quote is fun, guys. This is real.
It's kind of like the Mad Men scene in the elevator where he's like, I don't think about
you at all.
Yeah.
Victor Wembanyama was asked if he considered there to be a rivalry between he and Chet Holmgren, right? He says, no, I don't think about that. At least from a basketball standpoint, there's no comparison. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's fun.
Those are fighting words. Y'all.
Yeah, if I was Chet Holmgren, I would be trying to rationalize it like, no, he meant like there's no comparison the other way. He meant,
right.
I'm no comparison. That's what it meant. I'm a champion. All et cetera, et cetera.
That's a good point. Someone has ringed and someone does not yet. So
yeah.
We'll
see how that goes. All right, guys. So we decided to make this a mailbag Christmas edition, if you will. I'm going to start out with an easy one. This is questions that I'm reading are coming from the Discord, which in our show description, you guys can join the Discord. Come hang out. We'll watch games there. Or also from the YouTube comments themselves as we're going live here. First question from the Discord from H. Failer Thorin, which I always want to call Half Thorin, actually active member on the Discord, as the icebreaker for the show, guys. What's your favorite holiday or Christmas movie?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, man. You go for
it.
Mine it's This Christmas. And this is awful. Guys, I just got Invisalign. So if you're hearing me lisping on
don't worry. Nobody
Invisalign doesn't sponsor the show, though.
No, so. They don't. But I'm excited for it. But I'm just saying, if you hear that. And of course, the film, I have to say, has 3 S's in it. But yeah, this Christmas, it's such a good like family story. It's got great singing. It's got a lot of like heavy hitters, especially in the Black community, and it's great from
It's a great movie.
2007.
Yeah.
And little Chris Brown's character, Baby, is like trying to secretly become a singer, and it's hilarious because obviously he can sing. But no, there's like so many different storylines within this family, and it kind of perfectly plays out. There's comedy, there's some sad stories, there's some various secrets that like kind of come to light in the movie throughout the family, and yeah, it's just a good old time.
Mine are pretty basic, the classics. It's a Wonderful Life, I think, is an amazing movie.
Oh, wonderful movie.
That's the one I was gonna say right now.
For lack of better word, yes.
Especially, if you happen to share my politics, it really is kind of an amazing movie.
Yeah.
And and Die Hard, just two classic Christmas movies.
I agree. Yeah.
Watched Die Hard the other night.
Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie.
No, they made it as a Christmas movie. It's not even a debate. It's funny that it comes up.
Yeah.
I gotta
just because
rewatch
it's not Santa Claus saying yippee ki yay.
I would even say the second one is
Which
also
actually
a
that
Christmas
works,
movie.
by the way. What if it was, instead of John McClane, what if it was Santa Claus
doing yippee ki yay? Well,
what if Santa Claus's quote was not ho ho ho, but it was yippee ki yay?
You know what's funny? They do so many like Violent Night movies where Santa has to save the day, but he has like a machine gun, that is definitely inspired by Die Hard. 100%. I'm glad you brought up It's a Wonderful Life, because I literally watched it for the first time in years yesterday.
Oh wow.
Oh, it was.
And what did it hit the same?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's crazy that a movie that is 80 years old still resonates in such a massive way. And to your point about the politics of it, very, very good. In that movie for something that's made in 1945. It was fire.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of understood who the good guys were back then. But anyway, let's move on to the rest of the mailbag. DK42, guys, a lot of lottery questions, a lot of people asking about tanking. So far, obviously, it's a big story that came out that the NBA is going to try to solve this problem that they're looking for the guy who created. And we're going to figure this out.
Non-existent problem.
Oh,
continue.
Yeah.
So I feel like teams have to tank. It is a part of the life cycle. I know we hate it, and I know it sucks, and et cetera, and we've talked about this a bunch of times. But you kind of have to tank in order to get the franchise-changing talent. And I bet you there's people right now in the comments saying, well, the Mavs didn't tank. They just, they got lucky. They got Cooper Flag. The Hawks didn't tank. They got lucky. They got Zach Ricochet. I think that's true in some cases. But if the Wizards want a franchise-changing star, they need to suck, and they need to suck bad for a few seasons in order to get an opportunity to get a Darren Peterson or a Cam Boozer or whoever, because those guys aren't walking through the door in Washington.
You can't do it on the honor system of just like, oh, no, we're actually this bad.
Yeah.
Right? This is why the rosters look the way they do. It's like why the Brooklyn Nets are built the way that they are. Those players don't tank. Organizations do through the way that they build rosters. And so I look, again, if you incentivize losing, you're always going to have teams that lose on purpose, period.
But you also always need a loser.
And and they're bad teams, though. That's the thing. Nobody's tanking a good team.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
But we have seen teams tank out of the playoffs or the play-in, actually, here in the last few years.
Yeah.
I think that's a concern, right? Like, why are you not trying to compete for the postseason? Anyway, all right, let's get to the questions. DK42 from the Discord asks, what would your ideal lottery layout look like? Would it be flat odds, no repeat top 4 picks? The what we have now, do you have some new idea?
Okay.
We're going to make a change.
So
I know, S, you've thought about this so much.
Yeah.
Hyper into the draft.
Because I do like the draft. I don't think the whole soccer system could work where it's a free market and everybody just gets to draft whoever they draft and sign whoever they sign. I don't think that would work in the NBA. the big markets would just have the advantage.
Well, it's bad for the franchise league model because you actually want talent to spread around.
Absolutely.
I want you to bring your stars to town as much as you want me to bring my stars to town,
100%.
just from selling tickets, right?
Yeah.
But also, I want you to watch it on TV. And if you've got a like the Globetrotters don't do numbers. I don't know if you guys noticed this. If you know who's going to win. Well, if you know who's going to win, it's not like I got to turn it on TV when it's on. I might go see it in person.
Yeah.
But I'm not turning it on. Like I know who's going to win.
Do they let you gamble on the Globetrotters? That'd be
honestly,
funny
they pretty much let you gamble on anything at this point. So who knows? But
that's true.
Look, I've said this before. Flat odds to me. Look, throw every team in the lottery every year and make it dumb luck, and then you could even put stuff like you can't be top 5 2 years in a row. You can't, you can't be top 10 3 years. If you're going to put those sorts of restrictions, then make it all random. And then, you just hope that the math works out. But sometimes it won't, and you may have to live with that.
Can I push back
now? Right. But we could do it. We could do the exact same randomness, but without the losing on purpose. And I understand it. It sounds weird because look, you might get a situation where the Oklahoma City Thunder get the number 1 pick, but the world we live in now is that the Oklahoma City Thunder might get the number 1 pick. And it's, for what? Because, I guess I would say in this instance, at least the Clippers they're losing honestly. They just stink.
I'll push back on that real quick, Zena, and I'll throw it at you. So I think the teams that are bad and naturally bad. So I'm looking at the Wizards. I'm looking at the Nets who have gotten themselves in this situation here. Those teams need to win the lottery. And so my case here is instead of making it even odds is give those teams a higher percentage at this thing.
Yeah.
So it used to be 25% for the top 3 picks or top 3 odds. Give them 25% again, but also incorporate the rule that you can't be in the top 4 2 years in a row. So
why do they need to win the lottery? What got them there? What if this was my plan?
Well, this is what
if I was like, I got to win the lottery, guys. I got to go out. I got to win the Powerball. Otherwise, I'll never be able to make it. You would tell me go get a job. Watch the Wizards go get a job.
This is fair, but I think to ensure parity, the league is going to need to give a star player to every single team over the course of a period of time.
Sure.
But I think the biggest thing is that we want to discourage intentional losing, right? Like we don't want teams to be tanking, but there's some teams that aren't trying to lose that are still losing. Right. And that is why I think that let's introduce actually looking at how teams are competing, point differentials, right? Like let's say 2 teams missed the playoffs. Who in the last month were they losing games on purpose versus competing and losing games? Or maybe they won 8 of their last 15 versus the other team that won 1 game. Okay, you're competing, you're trying, you just still unfortunately suck. That's okay. You were competing. We're going to actually raise your odds because of that. So it's still going to be the non-playoff teams.
And we need a formula.
I feel like there could be a formula where there's still
mathematical formula.
A non-playoff teams, those are automatically in the pool. But then there's tiers to it. And you're looking at the people that are at the very bottom. But how do they compete at the end? What's that point differential like? What are those matchups looking like? And then from there, you then have some sort of formula that helps increase your odds because you were competitive. But
this checks a lot of boxes.
A lot of people have brought up a similar idea where once you get eliminated from the playoffs, every win you get gives you a higher percentage of getting the number 1.
I like the point differential. I like the as well because it shows competitiveness. Think about the Nets and how we talked about how they were too good to tank. Like really what it was, they were well coached and they played hard. This was not this season. Okay. This is previously. And, we would watch them lose close games. That's ideal. Give me that. Just give me competition. Yeah. I don't want to watch 30-point blowouts.
Exactly. We're seeing I look at the Utah Jazz. I look at the Kings even. I look at all these teams that are fighting in games and keeping things close, but they're competing and they're losing because they don't quite have the talent to close things out. And I feel like that shouldn't I don't know. It felt very off to see Dallas win over those type of teams last year. And so, I want to reward competitive nature.
Yeah, I like the idea of adding math to this. Everyone's
there's
gonna
already
love it.
math.
We need Mike Tirico on television explaining the formula for how you win the lottery. Which, by the way, Mike Tirico, awesome at calling basketball games. It feels like every game feels like a big time game with
Italian
Tirico
legend
calling
right
it.
there, Mike Tirico.
It's awesome. Okay, guys, basketball question or bigger picture basketball question? Specific or big picture?
Let's
go
back. Oh, go ahead.
All right. Bigger picture basketball question from long time a guy who has hung out with this podcast for a very long time. iPodtion, who's also in the Discord. What is your favorite new thing this season? Is it a team, some new strategy from a team, a player taking a new role, a new skill from a player? Maybe it's a player on a new team.
Ooh.
What's your favorite new wrinkle from the season?
It's a good question.
It is a really good question.
Dave, do you have an answer?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, kick us off.
Start us off.
Yeah.
I want to look, this rookie class, this is a little bit of a cop-out. This rookie class has more all NBA level players than any rookie class I can think of.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. And like the number 4 pick, Con Knipple, being the guy who looks like he's the front runner for rookie of the year out of nowhere, Cooper Flag obviously is just breaking rookie records. It feels like every single night. What was it? 33, 9-9 last night.
33, 9-9.
Youngest player ever to have those stats. This rookie class, I've been extremely impressed with. I feel like they've added new all-stars this season. It feels like it's a lot of new players that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Unlike last year, which you didn't, to be fair.
That's a good point.
I mean, it was a revolving door of main characters in the rookie class last year. And this year, it just feels like this class is just overwhelming. Even Derek Queen, who we kind of got to a little late, I think we've all fallen in love with the way that he plays. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's a
really good one.
My favorite new thing is the rookie class.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I don't know that mine is a new one, but I think that it's the league is reverting back or turning back and being like, you know what? I'm so sorry that I wasn't paying attention to you. Let me bring you back. And that's double big lineups. I'm loving the size that you're seeing across the league. Just from and being able to see, of course, post being able to stretch the floor, et cetera. But I feel like the Warriors for a while dominated have one big, that's a true big, and then have a bunch of guard-like or, wings that can play alongside of Stephen Curry, guards, basically small ball. And now we're seeing a nice little reversion to like old school NBA of, Steven Adams and Alperen Şengün, Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. It's just been so many different big lineups around the NBA that I'm like, okay, I'm a fan of this. I mean, I think Cleveland had a little bit of it last year with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen being really loud about that double big lineup. But this year, more teams are tapping into size. And I mean, we just watched Dallas last night. I think Denver still they don't have the talent to be able to have a double big lineup. But even size, I mean, Jonas Valanciunas being in Denver, I really like that as a backup for Jokic. So yeah, as a person that's big on bigs, I like that the NBA is like putting some respect on size again.
Yeah, it's always kind of funny because you look at when we joked about this a couple days ago, but you look at the Warriors, and the Warriors are one of the only teams that haven't leaned in on this size phenomenon that's happening. And it kind of feels like they're being left behind in this era, right?
Yes.
And it's always funny because the Warriors started that small ball movement and ushered us into this new era, along with the Houston Rockets and obviously the Miami Heat before them. Like they helped usher us into what felt like a 5 to 7 year period where everybody wanted to find a Draymond Green type of player. Now you want to find your double big lineup.
Yeah.
Which I agree is definitely the cool new wrinkle here.
It's easier to find, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Draymonds don't grow on trees.
Draymonds do not grow on trees. Yeah. And also, like, there are a lot of players that can replicate Draymond for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes.
Hey, including Draymond, by the way. This idea, and this I do this on the Christmas Day show. This idea that Draymond Green can be your full-time 5.
Yeah.
It should have ended years ago.
I mean, he knows that now too, right?
Yeah.
It's
right.
insane. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so not
guys.
New, but
let me give you my new.
Your new thing.
This is very easy. I think the fact that the New York Knicks are playing a different brand of basketball this year is my new. It's little minutia stuff, but like they're moving faster, they're moving off of the ball more. Their offense looks very good for it. I actually think their offense is even better than it was last year, where it felt a little one-track minded with Jalen Brunson doing the isolation stuff, and then it was Karl Anthony Towns at the high post area. Now there's just so much more variety to it, and I think they're going to be a better playoff team for that. Like this is the best team in the Eastern Conference. They have a finals run in them, so yeah, Knicks, good.
I love that. That's good.
Lawrence,
I got one more new.
Oh, I was gonna say Lawrence Field in the chat on YouTube mentioned the high press. And I should say I'll point you to Fred Katz. Fred Katz over at The Athletic last week. He wrote a story about how the high press is actually dying.
Yeah,
those numbers are way down. So again, like things that we see early on in an NBA season, like a lot of times, like you'll see referees calling moving screens for the first 20 games, and then that goes away. I think the high press is one of those. It will come back for the playoffs. Teams were working on it early, and I think that what we've seen is an increase in that in the playoffs from the Pacers 2 years ago, picking up 75 feet up to obviously what we saw last season. So the high press, I'm guessing we'll see it in high leverage moments, but it was more in early season. I think working out the kinks sort of thing. All right. From deleted user and then a bunch of letters. I don't know if this person deleted their account. I don't know if this is just anyway. What do you guys think of the idea of either choosing to inbound the ball or to take 2 free throws after being fouled in the bonus? It could solve the hacka, whoever. We got to come up with something that's not hacka, but it could solve the intentional fouling. Like, I don't want to watch a free throw contest between Mitchell Robinson and the Washington Wizards, for instance. They stink. So what would you guys do? Would you like the idea of being able to take the inbound? To me, I'll tell you this as a coach, the inbound is a great way to have more turnovers. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather take the points, hit your free throws.
Yeah.
I would like a solution also if we're adding on to it, the foul up 3 stuff at the end of the game.
Well, we'll talk about that after. I've got a follow up for you guys.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But in this instance, the intentional fouling.
I'm with the option, the optionality. I think that is going to be the answer to hacka, whatever, fouling up 3. All of it, I think, needs to have some level of a risk component to it, some sort of strategy of assessing the risk. And so in what you're talking about, Dave, when you're inbounding the ball versus taking 2 free throws, there is this factor of there's a lesser chance of you being able to actually score the ball and then potentially turning it over and a fast break the other way for the opponent. I think though, at the end of the games, maybe in the last 2 minutes, particularly if you were like looking for a 3, if a team really needs a 3 and they get they get fouled or whatever, I don't know, they just want to put themselves in a better cushion than just 2. They get the choice between the inbound or the free throw. But I just don't know if during the regular game I would absolutely put my whoever on the line to take those two shots.
I'm almost always choosing to take the free throws as the coach, but I don't want to watch it as a fan. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
So if the hacka whatever goes away, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I would take away. Again, the jump ball, go to a possession arrow.
Is absolutely,
it's a waste of time, and it's also a dangerous play. It's just a waste of time.
Can I throw out an idea real quick? So
yeah, absolutely.
The G League for fouls, all fouls.
Oh, I love that.
Up
Yeah.
until the end of the last 2 minutes, one free throw.
One free throw.
And it speeds things up so much. The pace of a G League game is so different compared to an NBA game where, usually NBA games are 2.5 hours. G League games, you can get done in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And the free
and
throw.
it's one free throw for 2 points, by the way.
2 points. Exactly.
Yeah, up until the 2 minute. Yeah.
So I mean, I would love for the NBA to adopt that. They're obviously playing around with it in the G League to see how it would work. I feel like maybe on these hack a Shaq attempts or even the fouling up 3 attempts, I don't know, but there's just a world where that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Speed up the game.
The fouling up 3, it needs to be cleared up for the same reason that the clear path foul was created.
Absolutely.
It is taking away exciting game play. I mean,
and you're not really getting punished for it. That's the thing.
Well, because it's the right move. It is the smart strategy. Usually, it has backfired on a few teams here and there. It's not always the right move. It depends on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that I would rather play defense, but we know so much of 3-point shooting variance is about luck. I mean, you can luck adjust 3-point shooting, and it's pretty dead on. And so there's a certain degree of it does become a crapshoot as to whether or not to foul up 3. So I think coaches they're going to be more conservative. Take the foul, like do the foul up 3, put you on the line for the 2 free throws, assume they can either get a rebound or continue to make you shoot free throws.
Yeah.
But it takes, like I said, it takes away an exciting play. Now,
What
Andrew
about
Livingston in the chat says, if you foul up 3, it's 2 shots in the ball. See,
that's exactly what I didn't even see that.
That is
but
too punitive. Okay.
No,
I
that's
disagree.
me. I disagree too.
Because now all of a sudden, okay, but who's to say what's a foul up 3 and what's not? Like,
so
now we're gonna have to read it.
And that's
last
where the
24
risk comes
seconds.
from. That's
Last
where the
24
strategy comes
seconds of the game. Last 24 seconds. No shot clock left. If you foul up 3, it's 2 shots plus the ball.
So what happens in a league where defenders already cannot play defense? So now we're just saying, see, now we're going the other way, guys. See, this is why this is a hard problem to have.
But there's a difference.
It's a spirit of the game.
Foul and
I agree with you there. It's a spirit of the game rule that they need to adjust. But also, you're going to have the referees, and NBA owners can't stand this. But you're going to have the referees
make decisions,
be guys who know basketball and say, hey, I'm interpreting the rule like this.
It's an intentional foul versus
right. It is a harder problem to solve than it looks. And I know that I've been like leading the charge on that. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy one to fix, period. Europe, I mean, we can look at what they're
they need to fix it.
It has to be fixed for the game. I mean, it's much more fun.
But don't you think that if a team knows that they're going, if they don't play impeccable defense and they do intentionally foul, that they could potentially not only get 2 shots, but also give the ball away, you are going to be, going back to fundamental, slide your feet, hands up, like your butt's going to be down to the ground.
You're not going to foul. You know what I mean? You're going to make sure they're going to get a shot. You're not going to foul,
but you're going to probably get some really good defense coming out of that. I think that's more exciting.
Let me get a wacky kind of suggestion here out the way. What if you foul from the 3-point line and beyond, it's 2 shots plus the ball, but if it's inside the paint, it's a regular foul, common foul. So now it's when you,
but if you're down 3, you're not going inside the paint. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, exactly. So then it still creates that kind of conundrum of, hey, we obviously can't foul up 3 if they're trying to go for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just have to get a shot contest up.
Right. I don't know. Again, it's going to be one of those rules that they wind up. I think there's going to be some interpretation, and there are going to be a lot of reviews, just like the clear path has been. I just don't add more reviews, but let's find a way to get this.
I will say, I think they're incorporating the headpieces for the referees moving forward this year. That will probably speed things up a little bit.
I mean,
is that a
we've
new
all
thing
wondered.
The call.
We've all wondered how come there's not a referee whose job it is just to watch each play on replay
and confirm. Exactly.
Just light it up. I don't like the coaches having to challenge a missed call. That is a weird. Why is the coach having to do multiple jobs?
Yeah,
He's not
exactly.
getting paid to referee. There's a
Well,
lot of stuff here.
there's
Well,
like
with
12.
I'm not into
AI,
challenge.
When
we
you've
can.
got 12 people standing or sitting beside you,
I get it,
it's not really
but
the
I'm not
head coach.
into this having to like we have to go and go back and check the work of the officials while we're going. I would
Yeah.
rather have no replay whatsoever or a replay official that just takes care of all that.
Yeah.
I'll say there's a comment that's very good. I don't think y'all are accounting for how good offensive players are at drawing questionable fouls. You're absolutely right.
That's
In
true.
in this era of basketball,
The
the
grift
head
era.
fake, the grifting era, yeah, you're
But I
absolutely
will
right.
I will push back on this. So the Thunder, Kevin Durant, when he was in OKC, he created that sweep into a foul. They completely eliminated that. So
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
No, they
It's
didn't.
now on the floor. It's now on the floor. It's not a
Oh,
shooting
yeah,
foul.
yeah,
They
yeah,
still
yeah.
call
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they still call it, but it's an on the floor foul versus it being a shooting foul.
Yeah.
That's such a huge difference maker for guys who grift now, because SGA can't rip on a standstill.
Why is SGA the first guy you think of?
Because everybody thinks of SGA, unfortunately.
That's funny.
For me,
And,
yeah, honestly,
Canada.
it's Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson. I was gonna say
all the time.
two of them immediately come to
If
mind.
I would have, hey, I'm not the SGA foul baiter guy. Don't throw it on me.
What was the term? What was the term that was thrown out there during the finals? I don't want to repeat it here. All right, guys, we got a question here from YouTube. If you're listening to this show on the audio version, thank you for listening. Give us a 5-star review. If you want to watch, hey, we smile a lot on YouTube.
We're here.
Yeah, we're hanging out over on our YouTube channel. All right, guys, from Shaft1519, question: if you could shut down 2 teams and change their location, who would be shut down and where would you relocate them? So, okay, this is just moving teams. This is not shutting down teams, but if I was shutting down teams, man, I think probably the Pelicans and the Wizards, maybe the Hornets.
What, the Wizards? Washington?
Maybe the Hornets.
I feel like, yeah,
Washington should have a team. I would change them back to the Bullets, but
that's
I know. Rebounding L's, man. Rebounding L's. I don't know. I mean, the Pelicans and probably the Hornets are the two that come to mind.
Not the Hornets. No,
I feel
as a North Carolina girly, absolutely not.
North Carolina has to have a team.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Pelicans, no one's fighting for you. Sorry, New Orleans.
How about the teams? How about the cities that have 2 teams? Brooklyn and the Clippers. Move those teams.
That's a good one. I don't know.
Why do you need 2 teams?
The Clippers have $1 billion stadium that they're probably not going to leave.
The guy who just bought the Lakers can buy the stadium. There you go. Call it a day.
I don't know if the reason I don't want to move the Nets, even though that is a really good one, is just because I like Brooklyn sports entertainment as a whole. I think that their whole business model is good. And I like the size. I like the size as owners. But Pelicans, I mean, the Nets do make sense.
I just feel bad because we always say the Pelicans.
I know. The nation's capital needs a team.
Well, yes. I mean, listen, it was a joke about the Wizards. No, you can't not have a DMV team.
Yeah. Okay. What cities are we talking about moving teams to? Seattle feels like a gimme.
Yeah, Seattle for sure.
Yeah. Seattle.
How about non-Seattle, non-Las Vegas? Is there a place where you guys think? I mean, Kansas City comes up quite a bit.
I was just thinking that.
Although it seems like the Chiefs are leaving.
They are leaving.
Kansas City. I don't know if that's real. I never know what's real and what's just team ownership trying to.
Oh, I thought you were going to say AI.
City. Yeah. No, I'm okay. No, that I'm good at.
No, some people trying to pressure
blackmailing
things.
a city.
Yeah.
You know what? This is a pretty good one. Louisville, and they've already got the KFC Yum Center right there.
These American minds, man. Yeah. How about Vancouver?
Okay, well, Vancouver had a team once.
Yeah.
Is Vancouver a basketball town?
They are a basketball town, and they're also in a better position now than they were 25 years ago to host an NBA team. So
can I tell you guys one of the ways I would change the league?
Sure.
Okay, let's say Vancouver came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
They would get the Grizzlies name.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Sure. Why not?
Memphis should be the Hustle. There are no Grizzlies
that.
in Tennessee. Go ahead and be the hustle. You've already got the branding. It's easy switch.
I agree.
Obviously, the Pelicans should be the Jazz. If anything, Utah could be the Grizzlies.
Utah could be the Pelicans.
I was thinking about the Jazz.
Well, I don't know about Pelicans. No, there's no Pelicans in Utah.
You know what? There are Pelicans
at Salt Lake.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, man. You learn something new every day.
I did just learn something new. Pelicans in the Salt Lake. I guess it is big enough. It's salty.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think Utah. Now I'm homing in on Utah and New Orleans, but I'm trying to think of where would I move them?
Utah. Wow.
I would move Utah.
Move the Jazz. Wow. I would just change their name. Been to Utah, not a lot of Jazz. So, by the way, the Chiefs are leaving from Kansas City, Missouri to Kansas City, Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So
2030 or 2031, I believe it is.
Is there any NBA team that could move to a same name city? It feels like a downgrade to go from Missouri to Kansas. I've been to Kansas City, Missouri. I've never been to Kansas City, Kansas.
KC Mo and KCK, very different.
Yeah.
Which one has better barbecue?
I mean, in my opinion, KC Mo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I have no idea, guys. Maybe we'll do a little food trip, go to KC Mo, KC.
Yeah.
Do we think that Texas needs 3 teams?
Yeah. Texas is huge. Texas is the size of Europe. That's like saying
it feels like we're talking about the Electoral College right now.
Kind of does. We're like, do they need all those seats?
Does California need 5 teams? No.
Should California have 8 senators? This and more on Crossfire. All right, guys. Last question as we wrap it up. And this could be, anything. Another one from, again, it makes me want to say half Thor, but it's something else.
Thorin.
Yes. All right, guys. Finish this sentence. All I want for Christmas.
No.
There you go.
I think we've just got to pay $1 million to Mariah Carey now. So thanks for that, S.
All I want for Christmas is Jakob Poeltl to be healthy and get a new bionic back.
We're all saying that.
Yeah,
you stole my ass.
Clearly,
he has not been healthy, and it's been terrible. So, for his sake, I hope he gets a healthy back. I don't know if you guys have ever had back issues. Actually, yes.
Yeah,
tough.
Yeah,
tough to be with back issues.
Also, and I know Santa is just like every list he opened started with that. I just feel like everyone was putting Jakob at the top there.
How about everyone being healthy? Yeah, we just.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, all I want for Christmas is no more soft tissue injuries. Oh, I hate these things. These 2 to 4 week soft tissue injuries. I just don't want them. They're killing momentum for a lot of teams, and killing some storylines. Like we haven't been able to see some of the best matchups be actually consequential because folks are out. So yeah, no more soft tissue injuries. That'd be great.
Guys, I can't believe neither of you went with world peace, which is just disappointing.
Yeah, damn. That is actually
honestly, guys,
quite depressing.
You know what I want for Christmas here? I want someone to do something ridiculous on Christmas Day. I want an 85-point game. I want Steph Curry to hit 15 threes. I want some stuff to make me giggle, right? It's raining outside here in Southern California. I'm going to complain about it because the weather's so good every day.
It's so crazy. You guys don't get rain at all.
I know.
One time.
It's like
we were in Vegas and S sends us snow pictures, and it's like, oh man, I'm sweating outside. But I'm going to complain about this rain while we got it. But yeah, I just want to see some ridiculous stuff that makes me giggle. Right? That's my favorite thing about watching the NBA. It's why Steph Curry will go down as one of my favorite athletes to watch ever. Because
they know how to put on a show.
To this day, that guy almost every single game does something that I just giggle at. So I'm hoping for some ridiculous stuff on Christmas Day. I mean, I do think now we're getting into the better part of the season. The NBA Cup is behind us, which was a lot of fun for us, especially. But now we're getting into the meat of it. I think these back-to-back Thunder Spurs games, games are starting to mean something. We're starting to see some fight. And as these players get more and more healthy, I do think that the season's going to wind up being pretty good. Last year was the best season I've ever covered. This one's gotten off to a rough start for quality of games.
Yeah, I agree.
But the players are so good and these teams are better than I think we've seen. So I'm very excited for what the rest of the season looks like. You guys have any closing thoughts as we finish off before Christmas Day and we all break for the rest of the week?
I kind of have one more thing that I want for Christmas.
Go for it.
I want another jaw-dropping trade.
Like Luka to the Lakers type trade?
Think about how fun it was trying to contemplate what the hell happened. Like I'm talking like I'm part of the NBA ether. But
you are.
The NBA,
you are.
The NBA dominated conversations, dominated sports conversations. Like that was so much fun.
I was on NPR.
Yeah, like
talking
that's
about
insane,
the Luka
right?
trade.
It was a conversation on NPR, on CNN. Like it was. If you talk about world peace, this disrupted world peace. Like it was. Yeah, so I want something like that again.
Would it be Giannis? Is
yes.
That the guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guessed
no,
it.
see, but Giannis we see coming. We do not wish
on the other end.
Okay, but we would never wish the Luka Doncic trade on another fan base again.
Yeah, that's true.
No way. It was.
We wouldn't wish that on Luka, really, but yeah, the way that he felt betrayed.
We talk about it being the worst trade maybe in sports history, and we don't know about that because we don't know how it's going to play out. I would say it's the most unfair.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
It would be like if the Wolves tomorrow said we're trading Anthony Edwards for Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know. It's
that's a better trade. I think.
It actually is. I couldn't find a proper example.
There is no comparison.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know.
I just want one GM just like trying to cook up something crazy.
Norm Powell's
AD's better. All right. Okay, we're off the rails, guys. Again, hey, if you're listening to the show, thank you so much. You've been with us a long time, or if you're just joining us, thanks for being here. And if you were here on YouTube, again, we've been doing this every week and we're trying to build this into a thing. So thank you guys for hanging out. We want to wish you guys happy holidays. I know there's a lot of different holidays. I don't know them all. So happy holidays to everybody. And we'll be back next week. So we'll say Happy New Year then. But hang out with us on these streams. We're having a good time here. For Baraheni and Zena Keita, I'm Dave DuFour. This has been the NBA Daily. Merry Christmas, everybody.